In the deep shadows of an ancient forest, within a secluded cabin, Christmas night played with its frosty breath. A cold breeze whispering through the playful pines seemed to murmur age-old, forgotten tales. This cabin, built years ago by the Harwood family, had always been the subject of the villagers' mysterious whispers. That night, Mark and Elizabeth, a young couple who had recently bought the cabin, decided to escape the city's bustle and experience a different kind of Christmas. They imagined this Christmas could mark the beginning of new family traditions. As darkness fell and the shadows gave way to dancing Christmas lights, an unsettling and restless sound came from outside. The wind, blowing harder now, whispered among the branches, carrying with it moans that sounded eerily human. Mark, initially doubtful of the naturalness of these sounds, reassured Elizabeth that it was just the voice of nature, even as his own heart beat with trepidation. While they placed their gifts under the Christmas tree, the strange noises intensified, and this time, the sound of heavy footsteps could be heard. Mark, now concerned, went to the window to look out. The snow was spread wide, but there were no footprints or other signs of presence.
As they spent their Christmas Eve dinner and the clock neared midnight, the footsteps were heard again, this time stronger and terrifyingly close. Suddenly, a large, unidentified shadow banged on the window. Elizabeth screamed, and Mark scrambled for something to defend them with. The object in the shadow's hands appeared to be a lantern, casting wild, roaming light across the cabin. Paralyzed with fear, they were unable to move. When Mark bravely opened the door, he was met with the face of a snow-covered figure staring back at them with cold, emotionless eyes. The man, gaunt in appearance, wordlessly extended his hand to Mark. And it was not a weapon, but an old photograph showing the Harwood family, a family rumored to have disappeared on a mysterious Christmas night.
A profound silence took hold of the space. The photograph gently unfolded in the shaking hands of the man to face them. A little girl in the picture looked just like Elizabeth. With a sudden motion, the man pointed outside the cabin and said, "Follow me," then headed into the dark forest. Without knowing why, Mark and Elizabeth felt compelled to follow. Beyond the forest and under the mysterious light of the moon, they arrived at a place littered with old artifacts and items left from years past. Amidst the snow, they saw colorful Christmas clothes and sad, abandoned toys.
Glancing back toward the cabin, they realized that the shadow following them was actually the spirit of the Harwood family's little girl, lost many Christmases ago on that dreadful night. Now at peace, she showed them that the love and memory of her family lived on in this forest, even amidst the shadows of fear and mystery. Mark and Elizabeth, with hearts full of wonder and reverence, returned to the cabin. They decided to share the tale of the Harwood family and the spirit of the little girl every year as part of their Christmas tradition. And from that night on, the ancient cabin in the dense forest bore witness to Christmases celebrated with a new spirit, where past and present intertwined as one, creating sensations beyond time, feelings of awe, hope, and renewal.